What if your sport doesn't sell out stadiums? Can you still make real NIL money? If you run track, play volleyball, swim, wrestle, or compete in any sport that isn't football or basketball, this episode's for you. The playbook for you is different, and honestly, it might be better. I'm Will Dudley, multimedia pro, ESPN alum, and creator of Winbook. Let's break it down on this episode of Sport of Content. Here's the truth nobody says out loud. If you play a non-revenue sport, the check from your school might be small. It might be nothing at all. Most programs send the bulk of that money to football and men's basketball, and everybody else splits what's left. But that's one check, and it's the one you don't control. The other check, the brand money, plays by completely different rules. It doesn't care whether your sport fills an arena. It cares whether people care about you. Here's the edge you might not know you have. A lot of the big stars are actually faceless. Believe that? A number on a jersey. A highlight nobody attaches to a real person. But you're the opposite. Your audience is smaller, but it's tight. It's loyal. It feels like they actually know you. And that connection is worth more to a brand than raw numbers. That's not a pep talk. It's where the market's going. NIL marketing reports show deals for women's and Olympic sports have more than doubled. The money is finding these athletes, so your sport isn't your ceiling. Your audience is. If you play a non-revenue sport, here's the mindset shift that changes everything. You're not selling your stats. Nobody signs a deal because of your personal best in the 400. It just doesn't happen. You're selling three things: access, story, and connection. The 5 a.m. pool sessions, the 2-a-day practices nobody claps for, the walk-on who worked hard and earned a roster spot, the comeback from an injury that almost ended it. That's what people lock on to. And this is exactly where you win. The star quarterback story gets told for him. There's cameras everywhere. Every game's on national TV. But what about your story? You're the one telling it, which makes it real, makes it yours. It's the kind of thing a brand could never manufacture. So stop thinking of yourself as an athlete hunting for a check. Start thinking of yourself as someone with a story people want to follow. That's the product. That's what you're selling. So let's talk about a 4-move NIL playbook that non-revenue athletes can run. And guess what? It doesn't cost you anything but some time and consistency. 1. Pick one platform and own it. Don't spread yourself thin across 5 apps doing all of them badly. Go where your people already are and go all in there. One platform done well beats 5 done halfway. 2. Post with the rhythm. Your sport, your training, your life. A steady mix, showing up on a schedule people can count on. Consistency is what turns a follower into a fan. 3. Talk to the audience you already have. Reply to those comments. Thank the people showing up. 1,000 people who feel seen by you are worth more than 10,000 who just scroll on by. It's about connection, not follower count. 4. Make yourself easy to say yes to. A clear bio, what you're about, a way to reach you. When a brand lands on your page, they should know in 5 seconds who you are and why you'd fit. Don't make them guess. For every athlete outside the spotlight, here's where your NIL money actually lives. And it's not a national TV commercial. It's local. That's good news, because local is a lane you can win right now. Think about who actually wants to reach your town: the gym near campus, the spot everybody eats at after meets, the local business looking for a real, recognizable face from the community. They don't want a Heisman winner. They need somebody people around there already know and trust. That's you. You live in that community. You compete in it. The people following you are the exact customers those businesses are trying to reach. And that's a match a national brand can't make. So don't sit around waiting on a national deal that may never come. Start local. One real partnership with a business that actually fits you beats 100 pitches to brands that were never going to call you. Local money is real money, and it's within your reach. So back to the question we started with. Can you make real NIL money if your sport doesn't sell out stadiums? By now, you must know the answer. Not only can you, you might be built for it better than the stars are. You don't need the biggest sport on campus. You don't need to be on television. You just need a real audience. And that's something you can start building today, no matter what sport you play. Here's what it all comes down to. The athletes who win at NIL aren't always the best players. They're the ones who built something people care about. And that's a game any athlete can play. Content is a sport. And in this one, the walk-on with a story beats the star who never told theirs. If this opened your eyes a little, subscribe to Sportive Content, because we're breaking down this whole NIL world piece by piece. Hit like so it reaches the next athlete who thinks their sport is too small to matter. And that's simply not true. And drop a comment. Tell me what sport you play. I want to see who's out there. And if you want the bigger picture on how this outside money works and who it's really finding, I broke that down in another episode. It's right here on your screen. I'm Will Dudley. This is Sportive Content. Remember, trust the process and let's get the dub.